Manchester United.
I'm sorry, Ken. When you say that David De Gea is one of the highly overrated goalkeepers in the league, I thought you were delusional and hating on him. But after the blunder that we committed against West Ham United, I felt your pain. And this brings me to the topic: which players should Manchester United let go next season? I'm not an expert in football, but I am talking from a concerned point of view as a fan. I looked at the players ran helplessly and clueless like a headless chicken and cringed in anger. Anyway, the first player whom I think should leave the club is Weghorst. Since coming to the club, he has only managed 2 goals and 3 assists in the Premier League. That's ridiculous, given that he was brought in as a temporary replacement for CR7, who now plays for Al Nassr. This championship-level striker cannot assist Marcus Rashford, the only hope for the club, given that Garnacho has not returned to full fitness. The second player whom I think should pack and leave is Anthony Martial. There's no amount of convincing that will have me change my mind about the French international winger. To say that Martial is lazy or indecisive in front of the goal is an understatement. Anytime he loses the ball, he literally jogs, leaving the opponent to pose a threat to Manchester United. Some might blame his injury-filled season for his poor form, but I'm not convinced that his potential will ever come to fruition. And I think that the rumors about Martial being offered as a swap for Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan is a good deal. The third player who should leave the club is Anthony Santos. Forget about the amount that the club spent on him, because to me, he is a spent cartridge. Anytime he gets hold of the ball, he takes so much time, giving the opponent enough time to steal the ball. I'm not against showboating, since Ronaldinho was a master of the same. But then showboating becomes useless when you cannot score or assist your fella. I won't dwell so much on him, and we will move to number 4. Jadon Sancho. Sancho is not the kind of striker that Manchester United signed from Borussia Dortmund. He wastes so much time trying to think on whether to shoot or pass the ball. I won't be so harsh on him, given the mental disorder which he has been battling since losing the penalty during the Euros and being dropped by the 3 Lions. So for him, a second chance would work. The 5th on the list will be the combination of McTominay, Fred and Donny van de Beek. The first 2 don't have the balls to pass the ball forward, and they waste so much time trying to pass the ball sideways. When it comes to pressing, they only pick stupid yellow cards, putting the rest of the team's in tension. Now, are those the kind of players that Erik ten Hag would want to work next season with if he has to get the Champions League or the Premier League title? As for the spineless and injury-prone Van de Beek, I think it is high time to leave the club without being forced. Now to the defense, we have Tyrell Malacia, Phil Jones, Diego Dalot, and Harry Maguire. Tyrell Malacia is a workaholic, but some of the bookings he receives are just plain stupid. His passing, especially in the last minutes of a match, leaves the fans on the edge of their seats. Then there's the master, Phil Jones, who has spent much time on the hospital bed than the training grounds. Even when he is fit, his mistakes cost the team's points after points. As for Diogo Dalot, he is just overrated. Did you see the blunder that almost resulted to the second goal against West Ham? Many people have been rating him above the Spider-Man, arguing that he is an offensive defender. That raises this question: is a defender signed to create assists as his primary role, or to protect the goalkeeper? And then, when Dalot goes forward, he crosses horribly. Harry Maguire should not be discussed in this video. He sealed his own fate long time ago. Now the goalkeeping area is in shambles. I know David De Gea fanboys will come with clips showing his incredible saves and reflexes which have helped the team in crucial matches. But have you seen some of the stupid mistakes which De Gea commits? I will call them stupid because an experienced goalkeeper like him should not give Karius vibes. His ball distribution and communication with the defense has been a topic of huge debate. Don't let his vintage achievements cloud your thoughts on how horrible he can get. He should remain the goalkeeper unless United scout a world-class goalkeeper soon. The fans are still on the necks of the Glazers, yet the latter gave Erik ten Hag a 250 million budget for the transfer window only for him to buy mediocre players. Next video will be on Arsenal's title race pretense.